On your journey to profitability, one of the most important skills that you will need to learn to develop is your ability to take and handle losses. That is going to be the major separating factor between a version of you that is a profitable trader and a version of you that is currently not. In this video, I share a live session from the LiveFree FX private community where I took a loss. We don't shy away from it. We show everything. Make sure you watch the video. You learn from it. Every single trader takes losses, and it's important here at LiveFree FX that we show that part and we don't shy away from it as well, because as a new trader coming up, these are things that you need to see and you need to understand that it's part of the process. Let's waste no time. Let's jump straight into it.
And we do have a bit of that bullish momentum, right? We have a bit of that bullish momentum right now. We have a break of structure on the hourly time frame, but the problem is there's still some confluences that it's like an imbalance where one side is telling you be a buyer, right? The 1 hour, we have a break of structure on the 1 hour, which is right here, got the liquidity. But then we're seeing the London high holding price, reaching for a major area of liquidity and a major zone right here, which you can maybe say this is a major level of resistance. We've taken out the London low in the process. So usually what that signifies is there's a likelihood that we could see more sellers coming to the market. We'll see, we'll watch, we'll wait. This is my thought process today. I think we could be, in for a sell-off. I think the buys are going to be really clear if price is truly able to take out the London high. Until then, it's kind of hard. The 1 minute right now is not set up for sells. It's currently set up for buys because we have this bullish market structure. So I think it's in our best interest to kind of watch the market a little bit, not rush into anything. That could be something. I think the market is reaching for this area of liquidity and it's likely going to take it out. That's personally what I feel and how I see price moving right now based on everything that is currently set up. If it was easier, right, it would be a different story, right? I think like July, and you guys saw July was market condition was a little bit treacherous. You have to play a game of survival, staying in the game, because you're not going to win every round, right? You're not going to win every round. You're not going to kill it. You're going to just have to stay in the game for a little bit. Don't lose your stamina. Sometimes that's the difficulty of preserving your capital. And then there are going to be months where you're just winning. I think months like July, where there's a lot of uncertainty because there's not enough clarity of the market condition, especially when you are starting out. That's going to be the biggest thing. The technical aspect, guys, is easy. The separating factor from the version of yourself that you're working towards becoming, that's doing thousands, I don't know, whatever your goal is, whether it's millions, is the mindset. And especially if it's the higher the goal, the more critical the mindset is, and the more of your ability to actually go to war, withstand the pain of just the emotional turmoil that you're going to inevitably face. So what you need to be working on, developing a growth mindset, a mindset that is going to face adversity consistently and also rise. You want to expand your horizon. And I quickly realized, Emmanuel, you've been training in the gym for a couple of years now. You think you're this tough guy, blah, blah, blah. But you lose money and you're crying. You're not so tough, buddy. You're not so tough. You got to go do something to make sure that you mentally, you are able to, they say, I think it was Winston Churchill who said, success is moving from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. And that's what your job is, especially in the earlier days of your trading journey. That's what you want to be doing. You want to go from failure to failure, with a smile on your face. And if you can do that, come talk to me. Until you can do that, that's really because it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. If you can't handle the rain before the rainbow, this is not it. Get ready to potentially go in on the buy trade right here. Accumulation zone has been retested. I just want to see how we close. All right, I think I'm going to go in on the buy. So in on the buy trade right now. Yeah, let's see. So this is based off the accumulation zone right here. We retested it. This is a pretty decent zone. Based on this, if the market wants to break lower and actually continue that sell-off, then we could see that sell-off take place. This level is sensitive for sure, but this accumulation zone that we have here looks pretty decent. We've taken out some major highs, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a continuation and we get that. But let's see what the market wants to do. If price doesn't want to play ball, then the sell-off is going to take place.
and price is going to break below this level, and that would breed the sell-off opportunity. But in case buyers do actually want to dominate, I don't want to sit here, get in a decent setup, and then just not essentially acting on it here. But it seems like we are seeing that pullback. There's a good chance we could see the market just, continue to break below this level, and the next play would be some sells. But as of right now, this is what the market has shown us. The news came out. We had a strong rejection to the downside, a big first distribution here, a retest, and seeing if the market wants to run now. This is it. We grabbed this liquidity here, and even though I don't like this level, I want to be a kind of signify something, because it's something that is not currently usual right now. It's part of the unusual process. So whether the buys play out, or it doesn't, is not my concern. But I've executed this trade as, best as I can based on some real, and based on the accumulation and distribution, it can be executed. Let's see if I can end the week with 4-0. It's been a really good week. It's a big part of your trading, and it needs to be respected. So we're currently up around $1,300 on this trade here. Market's giving its way. Price is going to run. I am going to take something off the table here. Very, very likely to get taken out here. Got taken out on this sell-off here, this accumulation zone. We didn't see a continuation. I think we wanted to see price continue to move. And that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. It was a bit of a tough one that day, but we stuck to the process. The trade that we took was well executed based on the strategy that we are very familiar with. And that's really what it comes down to. Some days you're going to take a trade as perfectly as you can possibly take, and it still may not work out. You may just fall on the wrong side of probability, or maybe in this case, sellers wanted to dominate. I'm not mad about it. We just continue to show up and always understand that tomorrow's another day. The sun will shine again, and you just have to continue to focus on your process and focus on your execution. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you want to trade with me live and be a part of our community, you can click the link down below, and I look forward to seeing you. In the meantime, I hope you're out there living free. God bless. Till next time. Peace.